Your love and light bullshit is doing way more harm than good. Hi, I'm Miriam. I'm a spiritual guide, and this is for the person who thinks that good vibes only is going to save the world. The darkness is a really intricate part of the human experience, and the more that we abandon it, the more chaos we create. We are meant to be cyclical beings who walk the spectrum of emotion and respond as we respond to the experiences we encounter both in our lives and as we cross paths with other people. So to only ever see or seek love and light is to deny a really important part of the human experience that actually creates confusion and frustration within us that then encourages us to act out and lash out in ways that if we were in touch with all the parts of us, we would probably never consider. We are gifted emotions of anger, resentment, and frustration as information that we are off of our alignment. We are out of alignment. We are not operating from our heart's truest desire. And so when we deny ourselves that, we get further and further away from the truth of who we are, even though we may cosplay as a human who is just lovingly accepting all the things that are coming into their lives. It's okay if you don't feel good about what's happening in your life. You don't have to skip over it. It's actually really important to feel the rage and the frustration that comes when things don't work out in the way that you were hoping for. Like I said, it's really important information. And the rage doesn't want to be transmuted into something good. It's not like we feel the rage so that we can feel better. We feel the rage and the resentment and the anger because it is important energy for us to ingest and integrate and to imprint into this human experience. Source is living through us, gathering information about what it's like to be me and you and all the other billions of humans that have traversed the earth plane. And it's not interested in only the good vibe yoga retreat vegan situation that a lot of our new age brothers and sisters like to peddle, you know. And this isn't like a specific diss on them. This is happening a lot in all different aspects of our culture. We want convenience. We want ease. We don't want to be bothered. We want to be disrupted. We don't want to feel stress. We don't want to feel any sort of risk, you know? And I think this results from like us having like the pendulum has swung greatly in different directions over the course of our cultural evolution. And so, yeah, there are lots of times we're trying to, correct extreme experiences of intense modern living. And at the same time, like if we're only ever seeking a good feeling, then we are not in full human expression, right? We are not in full human expression. We are not achieving the goal of being here on this planet and having a specific experience because the cosmic realm, it wants it all. It wants the nasty, it wants the dirty, it wants the grotesque, it wants the disgusting. It wants the parts of us that we would rather not engage with or participate with. It wants the part of us that gets so mad it could squash a living being with its hands or could burn down a structure because of the rage. This is something that we have to come to understand, because what happens is if we ignore that part of us for long enough, you know, it gets kind of pushed into a corner where it's dark and it starts to fester and it starts to become confused, where something that was initially just supposed to be an emotion, a sensation, a pulse of information that was supposed to kind of push us back on into alignment, back on track, has now become this festering, wounded part of us that grows in intensity until it starts to take over our decision making and has us lashing out in ways where we actually do start to manifest and act out on these festered sensations and cause harm to other people. Right? Where something that could have just, if it could have just been allowed to be expressed and accepted and information gathered, has now turned into a confusion of identity of who we are. Right? So we cannot only ever seek love and light. It is a destructive path for humanity and for the self. We are meant to be living in a place of harmony, a place of not even harmony, just a wholeness, an acceptance that there are these extremes within us, and they're available to us as we move through the different experiences of our lives, and it's how we gather information about what it's like to be here as this person. Okay, so as you start to feel rage come up, our masks slip away, we realize there's a lot of rage and resentment within us. We are not working through feeling that sensation so that we can become better or good. We are feeling it because it wants to be felt. It wants to be experienced. It wants to be loved. So can you learn to love the anger? Can you learn to love the resentment? Can you give it the time and space that it needs? Can you give it the voice that it needs to be expressed? Can you find those places and those people in your life who can see you for the whole of who you are and join you in that celebration that you are light and dark, you are love and hate, you are anger and joy, you are dreams and nightmares, and that is exactly who you're meant to be.